sometimes you just allow people to do whatever they want to do, and then you concentrate and focus on your job, because these things are distractions. You know, chances of something saying that Nipa Mama be So I just feel that when you're excelling in whatever you're doing, you have the Tobias and the rest, you know, coming against you. They don't want you to get to where you want to get to, but they are lost because I'm so focused and I'm getting there.
Sure. Yeah. So imagine if she walks into the room right now, what would be your first reaction?
No, if she walks in, I walk out.
Wow.
Yes. No, because the reason being that I am somebody that anything that threatens my peace of mind, I walk away from it. I don't care.
What if she greets?
Who is she greeting me?
You. She mentions your name and she greets you.
Oh, I don't. I doubt if she can mention my name and greet me. That I doubt. And if she greets me too, I will not respond.
Wow.
Yeah, because she's not my friend, so I don't see why you're greeting me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go back to the TV3 issue. When the news came out, it came as a surprise. You know, people were like, "Hey, Mona Namako sign, Mona Namako." You know, a lot of we had. You read a lot of negative comments. Why do you think people said that?
Oh, I think it's because all boils down to
it looked like TV3 has this kind of brand.
Yeah.
Mona also had this kind of brand. So why would you want to?
Oh, okay. You see, one thing people don't know is that before you get a job, they try to dig your background and check on you. Everybody and what they are good at. So if TV3 feels or Media Journal feels that, okay, this brand will need it maybe for this particular part of our company, and they want to come for one of the best. Yeah, I see myself as one of the best in Ghana here. So
they came for you. They approached you.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you going to do? Are you going to be a presenter? Are you going
yes, I'm going to be a presenter.
Wow, that's huge. And how does that make you feel? Looking back at where you started from?
I don't know, but I think it's a good feeling. You know, it's a good feeling working for, you know, a big company like that. It means that whatever you're doing out there, they are seeing it and they recognize the fact that you're good at your job. And that's why they will probably come for your services. Because if a big company doesn't come for you, how sure are you if you're doing your job and doing it well? So I just feel honored and so humbled.
Okay, so what is the duration of the contract?
It's 6 months.
6 months?
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right, that's fine. Let me take you back to what happened on UTV. And when you were seated in the seat at that time, what was going through your mind with everything going on?
At that moment, I was just keeping my cool. It's normal, like I said before, that when you're doing a job or when you're specializing in some particular kind of job, you should be ready for the occupational hazards. I just saw them as some of the occupational hazards, and the fact that, you know, I am somebody who condones, like I said, I condone nonsense for long, and what they were doing didn't take too long, you know. So I was just looking at them, and then I was just thinking, what do they think they are doing? Because if I want to be crazy, I mean, it would be bad news. And of course, I have a high magnitude of respect for the Despite group of companies, so I cannot disrespect anybody, I mean, in their company. The respect that I have for the owner of the company extends to even the laborer of the company, so there was no way I could disrespect anybody there. If after the show and probably have some reports or maybe some complaints, I can do that. It all boils down to the home that I was raised. I was raised to be a very respectful person, so I respect everybody.
So did you have any of them from the Despite group call to talk to you?
Oh yes, of course. I mean, they called me, they talked to me. I said, I'm cool. I'm okay. I mean, I don't have an issue. These are just occupational hazards, so it's bound to happen.
Wow. But then why do you think it seems to be hard for people to believe that you're a lawyer on social media? Why do you think that is the case?
I didn't even say I was a lawyer. I didn't come to Ghana saying I'm a lawyer. I mean, Ghanaians need to be educated, you know, because there are so many people that have schooled in a particular kind of, let's say, job, but at the end of the day, they don't practice it. The only persons that I think majority of them end up practicing their jobs are maybe surgeons, doctors, you know, medical doctors, you know, but it's okay if I say, oh, I want to do law, I want to have a background in law, so that as I'm doing entertainment, because I'm used to flying artists from Ghana to the United States or any other country for tour. So if that is it, why don't I, you know, specialize with immigration or let me have an idea what it is. I can't just sit down and say I'm I'm an event organizer. I'm doing this. I'm bringing people from other countries to America or to Europe, and I have no idea how to get them there. So if I want to school myself and then practice it as and when I want to, I didn't come to Ghana posing to be a lawyer, so I don't know why Ghanaians are worried about me. Because I'm on TV as a TV presenter. I haven't mentioned to anybody, even on TV, that I'm a lawyer. So it boils down to if you're Schwarzenegger, you know, spewing all those things, you know. You know, that girl is so good with framing people up and all that. She's very talented. I pray that God will divert her talent into something meaningful, because she's somebody who is very talented. She's very creative and she knows how to frame things. And I wish she could rather use that talent into, you know, coming out with content that will fetch her more money than to tarnish the image of other people's children. Because whatever you do on earth, you pay for it before you leave. So I think it all boils down to she coming out saying, because I haven't even said, oh, I'm a lawyer, I'm practicing, or no. Sure. So I have never mentioned that before.
I'm sure after the show you saw the comment and screenshots all over on social media. People went to dig, to Google and find if indeed the school existed and all that. How did that make you feel as a person, knowing that you are speaking your truth?
No, I don't feel anything. You know, in this world, when you're speaking the truth, you don't really bother what other people think. Like, I was just seeing, like, the real illiteracy in Ghanaians. That's just what made me see. Because, you know, back in America, one thing is that you can even, like, apply for a job in any law firm. Even when you're now planning to go to law school and you want to have an overview of how the job is, you can enroll yourself as a secretary, even as a cleaner, as a clerk for maybe the main lawyer, or, you know. But I don't know, Ghanaians just, well, like I said, because it was coming from an illiterate, so they'll take it, you know, in another way. And I haven't really had time. It's because of the relationship I have with you. That's why I'm just explaining all these things. But I haven't granted any interview on this again. But for instance, like, I mean, back in the States, you know, you cannot go and apply for a job like a CNA or HHA without having a little education about it. So now we sit down and then we go like, oh, this job is fetching money. Okay, let me go and enroll myself and do the course. And then with my certificate, I can go get a job and get money. Do you understand? Sure. So I had to do a little bit of online courses with HHA, that's home health aid, or CNA, certified nursing assistant. Then you have the certificate. So when you go to the job and then they ask you to practice it, you practice it. And so I don't know how that is a big deal to Ghanaians. So
yours is not like you went to the 3 years school.
No, I used 2 years for mine. Okay. It's supposed to be 4 years. Okay. Yes. Okay. And then that's the same thing that people were having problem with Sonny Badu's degrees and certificates. Like in the Western world, if it is 10 years and you can use 1 year to finish it, finish it in that 1 year and you still get your certificate. And I think that's what the problem is in Ghana here. But like, as I said, it came from a liar. So, you know, everybody is digesting it in their own different way. But the thing is, I don't care.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, on this note that we don't care, Mona, what is the way forward for you now? How does the future look like?
As Ghanaians can see, they know that I am currently one of the most talked about personalities in Ghana. Yeah. I haven't killed anybody. I have not murdered anyone. I'm just making my name originally or legitimately. Yeah. I'm not doing anything evil to make the name. And of course, people will like to distract me, and I just want them to know that distractions don't get to me, because the more you're trying to distract me, the more I'm trying to sleep.
From some of your posts on social media, that's all kind of information when go for home power. No be a own peer studio, see the information, sir.
I know I have been in the industry for long. Wow. I have known most celebrities before they became celebrities.
Okay.
Yeah. I have known them.
All right.
I just see them as people that God has, you know, lifted up. God has blessed them. And I just pray that they use their fame with all humility. Because in this world, we are here today, tomorrow we're gone.
Yeah.
So you can't be feeling all bossy on anybody. Well, you can feel bossy on some people, but not on me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets in life?
Regrets?
Yes.
Okay, my only regret in life is that I really grew up so much before accepting Christ as my personal savior. So I'm just imagining back then when I had not accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and personal savior, what if I had died? I might probably be wallowing in hell. But it wasn't too late for me. He still gave me the chance to, renew my communion with him.
So now what church do you attend?
Synagogue Church of All Nations. Prophet TB Joshua. Yeah.
Okay. I know you've heard about Ikapi Polo's case. I mean, you can't leave it without me asking you as an industry person. What is your take on it from the beginning to where we are today? What do you, and as a mother?
Yeah, as a mother, I think sometimes showing our children too much love sometimes, becomes like we end up harming them, instead. I don't think she being nude on the internet was the problem, but it's affecting the child, and then they have laws that protect children, so I'm sure they took it from there. And I want to believe that Ikapi Polo is naive about so many things. She doesn't know the consequences of exposing your child half nude on social media. The child will grow and probably be a prominent person, and then people will just be bringing out stuff like that, and it might affect the child emotionally. In the Western culture, when you do such a thing and the child even grows and then sees it and he or she doesn't like it, they can pull a gun and kill both parents. Like, why did you do this to me? Now I want to be a politician. I want to stand for this senator or something, and then they are saying because my naked video or my naked picture is on the internet, and mom, you caused it. They don't have that kind of heart and patience. And then I think because she was naive, and if somebody had probably told her that no, what you are doing, there are some repercussions, I don't think she would have still insisted to do that. So it's a good thing she went through this so she can learn some of the laws that binds children, because Ikapi Polo loves her son a lot because she's a single mother. And we all understand, being a single mother, you go through a lot to take care of your child, and you want to do everything, to make the child happy. So I think she's learned her lessons, and I never think she would do something like that again. I share her pain and agree with her, but one way or the other, there's a blessing in every disgrace. There's a blessing in it. So
indeed, there's a blessing in every disgrace. Yeah, that's so by also I'll share. Thank you very much for watching us. My name has and will always be Delalisika. Catch you